mom has type 2 diabetes. I wanted to share the story of her diagnosis and how it came about. So prior to her immigrating to the US, she had a diagnosis of hypertension, but she was not being treated for it because she was only diagnosed a couple of weeks before her trip to the US. And so the doctor was like, oh, you're going over there, they'll take better care of you. No need for me to start something that they will, go change or switch out. Don't ask me why, because that's what the doctor said. She said that's what the doctor said. So when she got here, first thing I did was go buy a blood pressure machine and started checking her blood pressure. She got here, I think it was midweek or on a weekend. She got here on the weekend, and so I scheduled an appointment with my primary care office to see her the following week. And when I took her blood pressure was really high. I was like, I don't quite remember, but it was like 180 over like 95. But she had no symptoms. She had no headache, no dizziness, no nothing like that. This could be because she has probably had hypertension for a long time, and she was never diagnosed until she went to do her medical exam that was required for the visa process, and then they found that she had high blood pressure, which had already affected her heart because she had developed an enlarged heart from it. The doctor decided, hey, you're going to the US. When you get there, they'll take you to the doctor. You start treatment then. So when she came, I took her to my doctor. Her blood pressure was high. My doctor said she's probably been accommodating and adapting to high blood pressure, so we cannot bring it down too fast. He put her on the medication and asked us to check it regularly and come back in 3 weeks or go to the ER if she develops symptoms. And at this time, I was in nursing school, so I didn't have as much knowledge about these chronic conditions as I do now. So, but we closely monitored her blood pressure. And so 3 weeks later, we went back for her follow-up to determine if the medication dosage should be adjusted. And when we went at that time, I asked the doctor if it was possible to do some blood work and also check her blood sugar and stuff like that. And so they did blood work and did a point of care A1C test, which came back normal. Per the doctor, it was 6.6, but the doctor said it was normal. And that since we would come back and she's just being checked for the first time for possible diabetes, when we come back, we can they'll redo the test. And so her blood pressure medication was adjusted. And because I was paying out of pocket, this was a combination pill, a combination of 2 pills in one, and it was a new medication that was on the market. It was really expensive. So this is over a decade ago. So he prescribed them separately. That way it will be cheaper for me to pay out of pocket. And so she kept taking this medication. So around the 2-month mark of her living in the US, she started experiencing signs of diabetes, like extreme thirst, frequent urination. She could drink 2 gallons of water a day, and she would look pale, like dehydrated physically. And so I took her back to that doctor's office for an urgent visit, like a walk-in. And when the nurse took her for the triage, she's like, Josie, at first, when she first started, she said she was feeling weird. I thought, okay, maybe it's the side effect of this medication that the doctor changed. And so when I made the appointment, that was my thought process. But when I got there, the nurse looked at her and said, oh no, you guys need to go to the emergency room because it seems like it's something else. I would not even let you see the doctor. I would rather you not see the doctor. Just go to the ER. She'll get taken better care of and in a timely manner. So I left the doctor's office and took her to the ER. Fortunately, there was not a long wait, and she was triaged and put in a room almost immediately, and the doctor came and saw her, ordered some labs, started IV fluids, and about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, the doctor came back and said, "We found what's wrong with your mom. She has diabetes. Her A1C was about 14. I cannot remember exactly, but it was at least 14. And when they did a blood sugar check, like the finger stick blood sugar, the machine would not read. So immediately they started her on an insulin drip and so on and so forth. But I'm sharing this story because I am a nurse practitioner now, and I know a lot more about chronic conditions than I did back then when my mom was going through the process. And I just wanted to share her story with you and let you know that I create healthcare content every day, and I share tips that can help you manage your chronic disease better, how to relate with your primary care doctor better, or your nurse practitioner, or your physician assistant, whoever your healthcare provider is. I am going to be here on this page every day sharing tips, but I just wanted to connect on a personal level, and my mom doesn't mind me sharing her story. And so I'm going to stop here just because this video is already too long, but I'll come back and continue how she has managed her blood sugar up to now, where her A1C is, and what treatment modalities we took, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to my page and go watch my other videos, as I'll be sharing more information soon.